Hey guys, Daft. So today I wanted to talk about the H-V45 assault rifle. This is a Vanu Sovereignty assault rifle, and it's a very good close quarters weapon. There are two loadouts that I've found have been very successful for this weapon. One I used for a very long time. It's more of a mid-range loadout, and the other more recently is the one you see in front of you with the laser sight, and it's one I've found I've had a lot more success with. But first, let's look at some of the stats. So looking at the H-V45 and comparing it to the default weapon, we can see that the damage is on par with the default Pulsar VS1. However, it has a very increased fire rate. This means that you're going to be doing a lot more damage over a shorter amount of time. To counter this, it has a slower reload speed and a little bit more accuracy on the stats. However, because it's firing so fast, it's actually going to get a lot more kick faster, so you're going to find that it has a bit more kick to it. So the first loadout that I want to talk about is the one I initially started using with this weapon, and it was intended to be more of a mid-range engagement. So what I have is I've got the Reflex 1X sight, a flash suppressor, and on the rail we have a forward grip. The ammo, you may or may not want to use the soft point ammunition. It's going to slow down the bullet velocity, but it's also going to give you a little extra damage. So what this does then is it counters a bit of the recoil, but you can still see, it's fairly accurate at range. It doesn't have a whole lot of kick to it, but it does tend to spray a little bit, which is just something that this weapon does. After looking at some of the certifications, I realized that this weapon actually is intended for a lot closer combat. And the reason for that is, if you go into the certifications, you can see down here that it not only does it have a laser sight, but it has an advanced laser sight. So in order to kind of complement this, I went ahead and unlocked the suppressor. And that brings us to the second loadout that I ended up using. The second loadout uses the same 1X reflex sight. On the barrel, we use the suppressor so that we don't really care about the bullet velocity so much anymore, but it does help keep us off the minimap. And then for the rail, we have the advanced laser sight, which is going to give us a very increased hipfire accuracy. And then on the ammo, we have the soft point ammunition because we do want that extra damage. So what that does for us is it gives us a very tight and usable hipfire accuracy. So now you can take this gun, and when you combine it with some of the other stats that the combat medic has, for instance, I like to use the nanoweave armor because that gives us up to 25% extra health, and then you combine the nanoweave armor with the medic ability, which is the nano regen. It allows you to regenerate your health. You max this out. It actually gives you the ability to tank damage fairly well. So now you've got a weapon that's very mobile, does a lot of damage very fast, and not only can you kill people very quickly, but you can take a lot of damage. You can get in, get out, regenerate your own health. So this makes the class very survivable, and that's what you want to be as a medic. You want to be able to get in, clear out the guys that just killed your friendlies, and then revive them, get back into the action. So there's a couple clips following that kind of demonstrate just the speed at which this weapon kills and the accuracy that it has using the hipfire. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you found this useful, and here's some following clips.
Enemy Mac!
Generator destroyed.
Just saw it, enemy medic!
Generator destroyed. The Terran Republic has taken the facility.
Alright, so that's the H-V45. I hope you found this useful. I think next week I may either do a video on the Engineer Carbine or Light Assault Carbine, the Pulsar C, or possibly a longer range variant for the assault rifle, which is the Corvus. Alright, see you guys out there.